Hello everyone, Dave here to let you know some good news, and that is myself and Matt Stewart's stand-up specials are now live to watch on YouTube. And I've just recruited a random fan off the street, Jess Perkins, I believe their name is. Jess, what did you think of the stand-up specials?
Gee, it's so good.
Did you actually watch it?
Yeah, a few times.
I sent you the link.
Yeah, I watched it, loved it. Loved both of them.
What was your favourite bit?
Of yours?
Yeah.
I mean, hard to choose. The bit where you told that story about that time from your life.
Yeah.
I loved that bit.
You heard it here, folks. People cannot stop talking about their favourite bits of the specials. They're live now on the Humdinger Studios YouTube page, which is the new name for the stupid old studios. They've had a bit of a rebrand. So Humdinger Studios, you can type in my name or Matt Stewart's name and watch our stand-up specials for free right now.
Do it. I loved it. That sounds sarcastic. I loved it.
She loved it, guys.
I can't get it unsarcastic. I'm so sorry.
And if you're in Australia or the UK, Matt is on tour throughout August around Australia doing his brand new stand-up show, and then Who Knew with Matt Stewart podcast. And then in September, he's doing the same thing all around the UK. If you want to get tickets to either of those things, it's mattstewartcomedy.com. All right, now on with the show. Jess, what do you think this episode's going to be like?
Jeez. Hard to say. Good.
You buy a pair of socks, that's 2 socks. You buy a pair of Bombas socks, that's 4 socks. Because one purchased is one donated. Socks are the #1 most requested clothing item in homeless shelters. So when you buy a pair of super comfortable Bombas socks, you're also donating a pair. Bombas customers have powered over 150 million donations. So Bombas would like to thank you 150 million times. But we only have like 30 seconds. Go to bombas.com and use code AUDIO for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com and use code AUDIO at checkout.
I'm no tech genius, but I knew if I wanted my business to crush it, I needed a website now. Thankfully, Bluehost made it easy. I customized, optimized, and monetized everything exactly how I wanted with AI. In minutes, my site was up. I couldn't believe it. The search engine tools even helped me get more site visitors. Whatever your passion project is, you can set it up with Bluehost. With their 30-day money-back guarantee, what have you got to lose? Head to bluehost.com to start now.
To another episode of Do Go On London. How are you doing out there? Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. Hello. I heard Dave. It could have been a fuck you, Dave. I don't know. But thanks so much for coming out. Now, we always start these live shows by asking, give us a round of applause if you've ever heard Do Go On before. Fantastic. That's good.
That is always a genuine relief, I will be honest.
And then we always back it up by asking, give us a round of applause, and no pressure here, just be honest, give us a round of applause if you've never heard the show ever before in your life.
Okay, and thank you respectfully for staying towards the back. Yeah. And nearly every other show we've had, it's been front row.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know who you are.
That would be tough to take for the person who's literally 3 kilometres up there.
Brutal. Well, welcome. Thank you for, I assume being dragged along by a friend. We appreciate you giving us a go.
The last thing we were told, you were still talking. Sorry about that.
Hey, it's been nearly 10 years. Don't start now.
I respect you as a feminist, but I would say this before you go on. I had a thought. The last thing we were told before we came out here is apparently these are 2 of the biggest names who have performed here apart from us. Magic Mike.
Yeah.
That was the first one that was mentioned.
Yep.
And then as an afterthought, also Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah. Feels like the right order, I think. Yeah.
The big 2. The big
2. Magic Mike. Well, the big 3. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about his balls. 9 shows, 12 days.
Yeah, okay. So, if you haven't heard the show before, what we do here is we take it in turns to report on a topic, often suggested to us by one of the listeners. We go away, do a little bit of research, then bring it back. Now, Jess, it is your turn to do the report tonight.
Thank you, yes.
Brilliant.
No, that's about all it deserves. The first show, it was brutal. The first show we did on this tour, we said, it's Dave's turn, and it was like a 5-minute standing ovation. And Matt and I were like, okay. But then every single time it's been us, it's a woo, and we're like, yeah, all right.
But you got to remember that was in a cool city. So, I didn't realise there were egos in London. Just trying to be honest with you. Fucking hell, Edinburgh's a better city than this. I said that to them as well, that they were better than you, and they loved it.
That's true. Yes, it is my turn.
Yes.
And I have a tale to share with you.
Oh, that's a great relief.
I say that, I haven't read it. I wrote it weeks ago, and we'll see. We'll learn together. It'll be fun. For our newcomers, we always start with a question to get us onto the topic.
And do you actually have a question?
I wrote it 2 minutes ago. Okay. And I think it shows, because my question is, which confectionery takes its name from the German word for peppermint?
Oh, Mars bar.
Oh.
It's not Mars bar, unfortunately.
Oh.
My mind just went to pepperminten.
Oh, yeah, is it something like that? Schmarben Schmoom. Is it something like that?
It's something like...
Is it something we've heard of?
Yeah, remember, absolutely, yes.
Minties.
Not minties.
Okay. Do you have
You guys
them
have
here?
minties? So
You don't
probably
have
not
minties?
that.
Fucking hell.
What is it, polo mints?
No. Anybody in the audience have a guess? Or know the German word for
This makes me
peppermint?
feel so much better that 500 people also don't know.
Achtung.
Pez? Correct.
No! It's Pez?
Yeah, but I'm not just talking about Pez for an hour. Although, no. This is a story that we will call the Pez Bandit.
Whoa! That's cool.
They love pantomime over here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, is it behind me right now? Oh my God, is there someone from EastEnders about to walk onto the stage? You love it here.
They love it.
You couldn't think of a single English actor, could you?
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. There's always someone on a poster we drive past. It's like, come see the Christmas pantomime starring Bill Moom.
Oh, I love Bill Moom's work.
Bill Moom is great.
Bill Moom's fantastic.
We never recognise him.
Did you say moon?
Yeah, Bill
or
Moom.
Boom.
M-O-O-M.
Okay, cool.
Do you remember? Remember he was in Holby City for a while.
Is that also made up?
We're big Moom heads that do go on.
Yeah, we love Moom.
We love Moom.
Bring back the Moom. Okay, please, tell me about Pez.
Wait, before we... do you reckon everyone's... Can you ask if they're all from London? Or whatever? You did that in Berlin and it got interesting results.
Okay, I will absolutely ask. Give us a round of
Dave
applause.
is taking requests.
Yeah. You're now talking to them through me. It's really weird. Hey.
Matt isn't talking to the audience.
Tell
They're
them to
having
go
a fight.
fuck themselves. Round of applause if you're from London. Great.
Oh, that's not that many of
Yeah.
you. Okay.
Round of applause if you are from overseas. Maybe more.
Nice. What about Australia?
Great.
That's nice.
Now we alphabetically will go through every country.
Angola. Oh. Is Andorra a place? Because I think it's before Angola in the alphabet, mate. So...
I thought Angola was funnier. Round of applause. No, yell out where you're from. If you're from overseas.
America, South Africa, Costa Rica, Bulgaria,
New Zealand.
Iceland. Very cool.
Someone did yell out, darling. All right?
That was your mum.
Yeah. Thanks, Mum.
Can I start?
Yeah,
Yes,
sorry
please.
about that.
Thanks so much.
We'll edit that all out.
No, we won't. So, a little bit of background on Pez, firstly. So, it was first marketed as a compressed peppermint sweet in Austria in 1927 by a man named Edward Haas III. The name Pez is an abbreviation of Pfefferminz, which is German for peppermint.
Okay, yes.
I thought maybe because you'd bought some peppermint tea in Germany, maybe Pfefferminz might be front of mind, but I forgot who I was talking about.
Well, I said before that, I don't sprechen the Deutsch. So, I didn't have to learn Pfefferpfiff. But now I have, and...
What have you learnt?
Pfefferpfiff.
So they were originally these round peppermint lozenges, and they were called Pez Drops. The mints did okay, but then in the 1950s, the Pez company put Mickey Mouse and Popeye heads on the dispensers, and they retargeted them to children, and then it really took off. So at first they were just like cool mints for grown-ups, and then they're like, well, this grown-ups don't want this. Give it to the kids.
Yeah.
And it really took off. By the 90s, baby boomers who'd grown up with Pez had turned the dispensers into collector's items. What else are they collecting? Bloody investment properties?
Yeah.
Any boomers in?
Any boomers in? Well, actually, if you stopped eating avocado, fuck off. So there's an article written by Jeff Maish, and I reference Maish a lot. He writes, boosted by a 1992 Seinfeld episode featuring a Tweety Bird dispenser, Pez sales spiked to a record $18 million. That's US. And the company made the cover of Forbes magazine. It's on the front of Forbes. Auctioneers at Christie's in New York put aside Picassos to sell plastic candy pushers to Pez heads. Collectors scrambled for rejects and prototypes, such as the failed Make a Face dispenser, worth $3,000. So they're like, these are big, big collector items. People are paying a lot of money for these. Prices climbed 400%, according to Michael Edelman, co-author of the original Collector's Price Guide to Pez. Michael. Get a life. But then big things like conventions popped up, websites, black market dealers. It became this whole big thing. It was a big collector's item.
Black market Pez.
Oh, yeah. If you're not on board, this is going to be a long report. Because another important figure appeared, a man who would go on to be known as the Pez Bandit. I think it's a title he gave himself, but...
Oh no, Jess, the Pez Bandit is behind you.
So...
You kind of look like a Pez dispenser then.
So it's coming out here?
Yeah, if you start opening up.
Matt, you do an impression of a Pez dispenser.
Come on.
The sound or the...
I'd love to hear the sound
Dealer's
of a
choice.
Pez.
I've never experienced one, but I assume it sounds something like... Is that kind of it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The man of 1,000 noises.
So yeah, people who haven't seen the show before, we don't understand why they applaud sometimes either. So
Yeah, it baffles us too. Can you say something so I can have a sip?
I had a Pez dispenser. It was.
That'll do. Thank you.
Next time you want to sip, I'll reveal what it was.
Yeah. We're a really good team. It's just
Yeah.
flows nicely. So the Pez Bandit, his name was Steve Glue.
that's fantastic.
It's very good. He worked as a machinist in a factory in Michigan and lived on a farm that he and his wife Kathy had purchased for $20,000.
Was he like a dead horse? No, that would have been one of his ancestors. Would have been a dead horse, I guess. Right, that's how names. That's how you get names. It's your ancestors, the job they used to do.
Yeah.
And Steve's family, they used to be dead horses.
That's just a fact.
That's a fact. You know, Stuart, my people in Scotland, who are in so many ways superior to you, they, the Stuarts, they were sty wardens. So I think they looked after pigs. And we really looked up to the dead horses. One day we climb the social ladder. We might get there
Liam,
one
if we
day.
could turn his mic down, that would...
Have they not done that?
So Steve Glue, he's a very fun character. There's a documentary called The Pez Bandit. He plays his younger self in reenactments throughout the documentary, which is really fun. He's got long white hair and like a very long beard, like a Gandalf type beard.
Yeah.
But in the reenactments, they must have like dyed it black again to make him look younger.
Does he also play himself as a baby? How far back does he go?
He goes back to baby, yes. And it's uncomfortable to watch a 60, 70-year-old man in a diaper, but it...
He demanded it.
It
He
works.
demanded it.
So he's short and he's stocky, he's got this big beard and he's always wearing a bucket hat and he's great. So for 18 years, he and his family lived in a rundown farmhouse and kept horses. No, shut up, Matt.
Yeah, can we just get a quick check?
They kept alive horses.
Well, you know, a live horse is a horse that hasn't died yet, as they say. As they say.
As they say. They had,
A living horse is just a glue that hasn't...
there's something in there. Yeah. There's something there.
Something in and around that.
You workshop it.
No, I won't think about it again.
They kept horses, goats and cows on their property. Steve says, for my whole life, I'd been poor. Poor as in, you don't have enough money. Even when your house payment is only $125 a month. I'm glad he kept talking because I was like, no, we got it. Their farmhouse was so run down that snow got in through holes in the roof and walls, and in winter they would wrap the house in plastic to keep the snow out.
It also stops people hiding drugs in there when you're getting onto a plane.
You don't know this, that's Dave's equivalent of a regret face. Just quietly chuckling to himself.
I thought that was quite funny.
Here's the thing, Dave, they didn't.
Yeah, you made that clear. Thank you so much.
This is obviously for us, but more for them, I think. So if they don't laugh, that's when inside you go, oh, God. Anyway,
I'm feeling that right now.
Yeah. Have I made it better or worse?
Little better.
Okay, great.
What does that feel like, Dave?
What, saying something and then wishing you hadn't said it?
Yeah.
Well, it'll happen to you one day.
You have to have a bit of self-awareness for that.
So the family, they're struggling a little bit. Steve and Kathy's son, Josh, said, at that point in our life, we didn't have 2 pennies. And if you did have 2 pennies, it was because you weren't paying someone. So it was a rough time. So Steve, he worked long hours at the factory, making $11 an hour, 80-something hours a week. The work was mind-numbingly boring. And while Steve felt that other people never really expected him to amount to much, he felt like there was always another version of him stuck inside who had the potential to do something big. That lack of satisfaction in his work, along with struggles with mental health and OCD, meant that Steve would often fall into depressions. Kathy says it was hard for him to leave the house sometimes, until he found a passion: collecting cereal boxes.
Oh, okay.
Don't assume. To Steve, cereal boxes were nostalgic, right? And he also just loved cereal. I think it really just comes down to, I like this. So he enjoyed sort of making collections. He would go to the recycling plant in Grand Ledge, Michigan, where he spent his days hunting through trash containers for cereal boxes. Now, this is in 1991, and several companies would offer all sorts of promotions and prizes to their loyal customers. So you would send in a specified number of box tops in order to receive, like, a radio or cassette tapes, watches, sports items, bobbleheads, toys, all sorts of prizes. And luckily, he had quite a few cereal boxes.
He collected them for nostalgia.
Yeah.
But I imagine the ones that are in the bin aren't that old. You know, like...
True, but they will be.
Oh, okay.
It's
He's looking for
pre-nostalgia.
future nostalgia. Yeah, that's clever.
He's thinking of future Steve.
Yeah.
Jeff Maish writes, the bizarre hobby filled the void left by the raging drug addiction that had stolen his teenage years.
Is that the first you've mentioned that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's funny to these people. Unbelievable. Sorry, where we're from, we have sensitivity.
And really poor quality drugs. Honestly.
Yeah, really bad.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to, you know.
You'd love to.
Yeah. Find out what the difference is.
You have opened a really dangerous kettle of worms there.
This should have been Berlin discussions.
Yeah. So fresh out of rehab at 19, he met Kathy, a pretty horse whisperer. And after...
Jess, sorry, I've got to...
There's simply no time. After their third child, he promised to never drink again. So the family were living without heating or electricity and times were tough. So Steve would redeem these cereal box prizes, then take those items and sell them. In a world where the family was barely able to scrape by, this plan was bringing in extra money and really relieving the financial pressure. He redeemed thousands and thousands of prizes, selling the items and making a profit, before corporate policy was changed to include limit of one item per household. So if you've ever seen that, that's because of Steve Glue. And he's very proud of that. In the documentary, he's like, that was me! So with all the toys and collectibles he was amassing, he started taking the products to toy shows, big conventions. And remember I said a house payment was $125 a month. He was easily taking home $300 each toy show. So it's big money for them.
How frequent are toy shows? Maybe one a year? I think he's still in the red. Or the black, depending on which one means which.
See, that's self-awareness. Once they changed the corporate policy, because of him, that obviously put a stop to this side hustle. And he had just enough product to do one last toy show, and this 1993 toy convention changed Steve's life forever. If you pause long enough, they do something.
Yeah.
As he tells it, a mysterious woman opened her jacket.
Okay.
And showed him a silver glow Pez. A holy grail for Pez collectors.
We're all picturing it somewhere very particular, aren't we?
Yeah. Where was it? Where was it?
Wherever your imagination takes it. She whispered to him in broken English, "There are many more where I come from." "Where did you get it?" Steve asked, hypnotised. "Direct from factory in Slovenia," she whispered. Oh, she whispered, "Direct from factory in Slovenia." "Where?" She said, "All you need to know is Kalinska." Very mysterious. So he'd never left North America. He says, "I don't go places. Europe is this thing that only rich people do. And we are delighted to be here."
Sorry, Bob. Brexit means this is no longer a part of that. Right, isn't that? I thought that was what you voted for.
Don't indulge him. You'll have a timeout.
It feels a bit like they're a bit split on this one.
So he hadn't left North America. Not to mention he had an intense fear of flying, and it was very difficult for him to step out of his comfort zone and out of his routine. So his son Joshua, who was 20 at the time, knew what the Pez collecting world was like and how sought after European Pez dispensers were. Isn't this thrilling? So here's a bit of backstory on how it kind of worked, because back in the 90s, there was Pez USA and Pez International. Pez International was the parent company, and they were sort of in charge of distribution everywhere in the world except the USA. USA got to have their own say of what did and didn't get distributed around the country. It is hilarious.
Yeah. You were right to laugh
right.
then. They were all wrong.
Good.
They were all wrong. That was you.
You have great instincts.
Yes.
99% of this crowd is slow, but this guy gets it.
Ahead of your
He'll catch
time.
up. That guy's he's very business-minded, you
Yeah.
know? He's like, oh, that's a terrible system. And it was. So basically, the president and CEO at the time of Pez USA was a man named Scott McWhinney. And he was also fondly known as the Pesident.
That's really good. It's also...
No, that was right. There was a laugh and then an underlying, oh. That was correct.
His surname's also the last thing a Scottish horse will say before it dies. I've got to say something every now and then. I've travelled a long way to be here, and if I just sit quietly like Jess really wishes I would, it would feel like, I'm not earning my keep.
So, Pesident. Are you I feel like it's something that Jess Beckham's will either love or hate, the nickname Pesident.
President?
Yeah.
I'm really not sure about it.
Yeah. And is there a vice president?
For some reason, I like vice president more. I don't know why. I think it's hard for me to decide because I think president's funny, but this guy sounds like a dickhead.
This is McWhinney.
Scott McWhinney. Jeff Mace writes, a Harvard MBA and former head of children's cereal at General Mills, the heavyset executive rode a Harley to the candy factory in Orange, Connecticut. He said, people imagine it's little green people running around here and machines going toot toot, but it's not. Like, he's just destroying all the fun. People are like, oh, candy factory must be nice. It's not, okay? It's shit.
It's very serious. Now let me get on my Harley.
Yeah. He also said there are thousands of collectors and they all want to talk to me. I have to be very careful. He hated collectors. He despised all unofficial books, websites, conventions. He despised people who really loved their product. He says, Chris Jordan, who wrote of PezCollectors.com.
Well, he'd hate Chris Jordan.
Yeah, and Chris said, collectors didn't even put a dent in his sales. We were just a pain in the ass. He just hates them, but they're the main consumer, and he's like, fuck these guys. So McWhinney ran a tight ship and held total control over what did and didn't make it for American consumers. So Pez International would come up with some really fun ideas, or they'd secure licenses for fun characters or brands, and USA would reject them. So there were heaps and heaps of products that never made it to American shores that collectors sure would love to get their hands on if only someone would go get them and bring them to America.
Well, that sounds hard. No one's going to do that.
I love these people. Oh, in Australia, they just sit there like this. That's not true. They're nice. Love you, Aussies. No.
I just had a thought. Because we were talking about Scotland. They actually voted in favour of remaining.
So did London, apparently.
All right, I'm back on board.
Okay, so the son Josh took the reins in really pushing his dad to take the next step in their latest wild dream. So the 20-year-old called a travel agent, ordered express passports for himself and his father, and very quickly they were soaring over the Swiss Alps in a small twin-prop plane. For someone who doesn't like flying.
Yeah, that's a nightmare.
Apparently, Josh recalls, the pilot left the controls to serve drinks.
Put on a little apron, gets the tray out.
And the turbulence was unreal. His terrified father turned green. So they took out a loan in order to go on this trip. So in their minds, failure was not an option. They had to find this factory. So they get to Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia, but they need to figure out where the factory is. They're not entirely sure where it is. And they happen to have a Pez dispenser with them still in its packet. And while they're just sort of trying to figure things out, look at maps, they turn it over, it has the address on the back. So they go.
I did think they were just going to start showing it to locals going, huh? Huh? This way?
Where can I get this? So Kalinska turned out to be the name not of a town, but of a nondescript packaging facility. So off they go, they arrive at the factory. Josh says, we really got a long way by playing up the dumb American. They're just like, oh, we're here for Pez, and they just let them in.
Did anyone try and use that tonight? We're here for Pez.
I'm here for Pez. Steve thinks his appearance likely helped them. He says looking dishevelled and crazy has always worked for me. Everybody underestimates you, and that's why it works for Matt.
Well, if you unpack that, it was sort of a compliment.
Yeah. So whoever went, take that
Underestimates. She's saying that I'm better than this, but,
yeah.
You know, thank you.
It was probably also that, he's like, people, we played up that we're dumb Americans and I look really like cool and unintimidating. It probably also helped that they bribed them, but it's mostly, I think, just the goodness of people's hearts. Jeff writes, but Kalinska was not the Pez jackpot the Americans had envisioned. The warehouse owners explained that they had a few pieces for sale, but the real Pez Nirvana was the plastics plant in Ormož, Slovenia, where the dispensers were manufactured. The factory bordered Croatia, however, where a war for independence was raging. You should not go there, they warned. Which way is it? Said Steve. So they drive to Ormož. It's hard to tell the order of events in the documentary, and I don't necessarily think Steve is the most reliable narrator, but I think it's at this point and on this part of the journey that they take a wrong turn and they end up in a back road in the middle of nowhere, and they come across a road that just sort of has a chain across it and a sign in a different language, and they're not really sure, and they get out of the car to sort of have a look around, and then all these flashlights appear up ahead of them, and it's a bunch of soldiers, and they just get in the car and go back the other way. So they're having a really good, safe time. Yeah. A beautiful father-son bonding experience.
Can you quickly explain to me the conflict in Croatia at the time?
Absolutely not. They do make it to Ormož, and they find the factory. Once again, they are welcomed to the factory with very little interrogation as to who they are or why they're there. Bribes. And I believe it's here where they meet Marco, who Steve speaks very fondly of in the documentary. Steve says Marco is a designer who comes up with incredible designs. You've got to see Marco's latest Pez. He comes up with all these designs for Pez dispensers, but of course those designs are rejected time and time again by that pesky Pez USA. Marco just can't get these over the line. So Steve ordered Joshua to fetch the cash from their car, saying, bring it all in. So they buy a whole bunch of stock. Steve was shown a Santa Claus dispenser with a black face, and he says, I nearly fell over. Pez bosses had scrapped the idea, but Steve knew that a black Santa was the Pez de Resistance.
Oh, wow.
Is that you or him?
Him.
Okay. You're applauding glue.
He bought as many as he could carry, filling a military sack with them and a trove of other plastic treasures. So they got the product. Now they have to figure out how to get it back into the US.
What, in their bags? Like...
No, just keep it in the military sack.
Yeah, it's just in a sack.
Is it illegal to bring Pez?
What a fantastic question.
Thank you.
And I will get to that right now.
It's so funny that really got through and made me feel good, you giving me that small compliment there. Really good question.
Compliment where I said
Jess,
good question.
Thank you so much. Maybe I'll ask some more.
No.
Oh no, you had a sip. I missed my opportunity to tell you about my Pez.
Yeah, too late.
Dave, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What was your Pez?
It was Snoopy. Thank you. And my favourite flavour was strawberry.
It's a bit tricky because the more beloved the character, wouldn't it be harder to snap its neck every time you want to have a little Pez?
No, that's the thing, I hated Snoopy.
Oh, right, yeah.
I wanted Snoopy to die. So, Steve's plan, the thing that always works really well for him, play the fool. Feign ignorance. If questioned about the legality of what he'd done, he'd be coy and aloof and act like he had no idea there was anything sus about bringing multiple duffel bags filled with Pez into the country. So he was like, I want to look a bit dishevelled. So he purposely didn't sleep for 24 hours. And in the documentary, a guy from Homeland Security says, that's the opposite of what you should do. If you're wanting for the border security to give you a bit of grace, don't look fucked.
Carrying multiple duffel bags.
Yeah. And you haven't slept and you can't form sentences, you are immediately sus. But anyway, the question is, as Matt beautifully asked before, what a fantastic question.
Thank you so much.
Was this illegal? And if so, how illegal? Because, there's tiers of illegal. The items that Steve Glue was bringing over were grey market items. So that means items that are not manufactured for the US market. So it's basically an unofficial market in goods that have not been obtained from an official supplier. But these aren't knockoffs, these are the real deal, but Steve doesn't have the licensing to bring them in. So Pez USA is the only licensed entity to sell them, but Pez USA had made a bit of a whoopsie-daisy, and that whoopsie-daisy would cost them. Because manufacturers are required to contact US Customs and Border Protection and register that they are the sole importers of a specific product. And Pez USA had not done that. So the customs officer who knows this rule is checking the books, but Pez haven't registered anything, so he lets Steve go. He's like, you can't do that, but I'm going to let you do it.
Would it be illegal to bring home, products from another country, like magnets or whatever, for instance? If you were just about to go home with a bunch of magnets, would that be a problem?
Oh, man. Please buy all our magnets.
I think it's probably okay if the magnets have your face on them.
Okay.
And please, no one register the fact that you're the only person allowed to make those magnets, because then we'll be in trouble.
Don't say that. Now we have to do it backstage.
No.
Anyway, so Steve, he gets in. He gets away with it. No, you guys are too sensible.
Yeah.
You're like, well, actually, that's a crime, isn't it? Fuck you guys.
You know what they do to criminals over here? They make them us.
They make them the us?
They make them the us. They make them the us. Yeah. Can't put it any clearer than that. I should let everyone know that just to really fool them, I haven't slept for 24 hours.
You wanted to seem really dishevelled at this show.
Yeah.
And it is working, babe. Anyway, so very, very quickly, the stock that Steve brought back from Europe was being snapped up. It's being bought by collectors. Stuff he bought for 27 cents was selling for $300.
Oh.
After that first overseas trip, Steve was able to quit his job in the factory. He had a new job now. He's a Pez smuggler. 2 weeks later...
If you heard someone say, I'm a Pez mule, you'd be picturing it differently, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
How many do you get at a time? Couldn't be many.
Yeah.
Did you say 20?
I said 2, and even that felt excessive.
Yeah. No, I reckon I could do 2.
Well, let's find out. Bring out the Pez.
I don't know if their resale value will be $300 anymore, but...
Someone here would pay $300 for something that had been up Matt's butt. There you go.
Wait. That's not what I was thinking at all. My butt? Oh, Jess. No. Distasteful. I was talking my urethra.
You can get 2. You can do 2, yeah.
Well, I think I could do 2.
You think you did
I think I could do 2.
Yeah.
Well, I regret saying that.
So 2 weeks later, Steve and Josh, they're on another trip. They go to Hungary, where they met a man named Gunther. Gunther was high up the chain for Pez International, but yet was quite happy to assist Steve for cash. He is in the documentary, and he's like, Steve, no, I don't, I think I met him, yeah. And they're like, did he get product from you? He's like, no. So Gunther wrote a note on a post-it and handed it to Steve, and he said, you will drive your car straight to the factory, go to the front gate, you will say nothing, and present them with this note. Do not tell anyone about this. And they did exactly that. Steve said the post-it note was like a key to the city. Every time he presented it, people would just drop what they're doing and help. So Jeff Mace writes, they paid less than a quarter for each rare Thumper the Rabbit and Wile E. Coyote dispenser, worth up to $75 a piece in the US. They learned how to smuggle the dispensers across borders as plastic piping instead of toys, so they would show up on airport x-ray machines as a bunch of springs. One trip soon turned into 10, each yielding up to $20,000 in profit. They're making some good cash.
Are you going to reveal what the note said or no?
It was in like Hungarian. So yes.
Yeah, it was in Hungarian. I guess no one could ever figure out what it was.
Yeah.
We don't have the means to crack a code like that. We
That's
need
one
their Rosetta Stone 2.
It's one of those lost languages, Hungarian.
What do you reckon it said, Dave?
Help me or I'll kill you or something.
I was thinking I was going to say something like, you have beautiful eyes.
That's the first note. And if that didn't work, you turn it over and it says, help me or I'll kill you.
That's nice. In 1995, a special run of silver glow Pez dispensers was made to celebrate a factory opening. Pez workers in the Hungary factory secretly produced extras, which Steve bought for 28 cents each and then sold for $200. A delivery driver was paid to pull over, and a deal was done in the street. From Jeff again. On every trip they learned more, and the more visits and the bigger the bribes, the better the Pez dispensers that came their way. In December of 1995, an employee gave them a prototype dispenser made for Hungarian bubblegum company. At a roadside cafe in Ormoz, Steve made a long-distance phone call to a Pez broker in New York. A Pez broker? Imagine putting that on your Hinge profile or something.
People would do that.
I'm a Pez broker. And the Pez broker said, what have you got? He says, I've got a guy called Bubble Boy. He's a one-off. Bubble Boy? Yeah, that's right. It's a kid blowing a bubble. He's never been seen. By the time Steve landed in America, offers for Bubble Boy had already reached $1,000. It's insane. In the documentary, Steve says they never intended to sell Bubble Boy because he was a gift, but in his own words, money talks. And Josh was a college student paying his own tuition, and somebody had offered about $1,200, and he was like, I'm going to take that. So they sold Bubble Boy. At this point, this is Steve's full-time gig, and he's gained a reputation in the collectors community. This is, somebody says, Steve wore fluffy pink slippers and a colourful robe to every event and threw free dispensers into the crowds. Pez heads screamed and fought one another to buy his stuff. A team of security guards protected his stall.
That's how we're going to finish the show tonight. I'll throw the Dougal on Pez dispensers in and watch you kill each other.
Dave, that is such a good idea.
That's a great idea.
All right, I'll go get the golden one.
Have we got Pez dispensers?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. We're gonna have people killed tonight. Have you seen these guys? They're ravenous.
Yeah, they're pumped up.
Listen to them. It's like a jungle out there.
Yeah, I don't feel safe.
No. It's like wild animals who've been electrocuted and are also really horny. Listen to it.
Yeah. I'm just going to keep moving. I'm going to keep going because I can see the time. Collector Chris Jordan said Steve became a celebrity at conventions. He once wore a gorilla costume to host Pez Bingo while dancing to Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run. It's a weird combination of things.
Yeah, I would say gorillas are not born to run, and they're quite awkward at walking. It's a weird choice of song. Weird choice of song.
On another occasion, he tipped a huge bucket of Pez dispensers over a balcony on top of a crowd of people. Very rock and roll. They were happy times.
Oh no, Jess is getting emotional.
Sorry. I'm quoting his son Joshua here. They were happy times. Pez money was crazy good money. Josh really impressed his friends at college, running an international business on the side. He even took a girlfriend on a Pez mission, wowing her with dinners in countries she never knew existed. The American education system, am I right? I wrote that down. I wrote that down.
Italy.
Yeah. What? By 1996, the Glue's Michigan office boasted 5 full-time staff. They're running a full business now. Anything we wanted, we bought. The Glues drove to conventions in high-powered jeeps, pulling shiny new horse trailers full of Pez.
Horse trailers. Something about glue. You can put it together, but yeah.
They built a new house on their property and a new barn for the horses. But collectors say Steve became arrogant, fiercely controlling the market and freezing out rivals. One of those rivals was an Austrian collector named Johann Patek. A quiet man, Patek had spent years grooming Pez factory workers. Not like that. Not my words.
Not like that, as in not sex pesty. I'm then picturing he's doing their hair and makeup.
Yeah. Hair, nails. Yeah. He's buttering up the Pez.
Or he's picking the bugs out of their fur.
Yeah, which is just nice. And he resented the noisy American with a Charles Manson beard, who Patek felt was ruining everything. Steve, in return, resented Patek because the Austrian got to the factories before Steve did and bought all the super rare Pez dispensers. Steve once arrived at Johann's door unannounced. It's not crazy at all. He demanded that Patek sell him Pez dispensers and refused to leave. Steve was undeterred. He also says, I pursued Patek across Austria in a car chase once.
Give me the Pez. That's so stupid.
We were driving on sidewalks on the wrong side of the road trying to catch him.
It's become a James Bond movie of a Pez.
The Pez-related chaos in Eastern Europe did not go unnoticed by the President. Scott McWhinney was a classic cartoon villain. He's described in the documentary as pompous and full of himself and was said to have had spies in the Pez community and collector markets, so he was aware of everything that was going on. Anything said always got back to the president.
This is the guy that didn't even have the paperwork into the airport.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have his eyes on anything.
He didn't have the paperwork into the airport. That's so true.
You know what I meant. Thank you, the one person in this huge crowd I can see nodding. And fuck the rest of you. I didn't mean that last bit. I love each and every one of you. I love you, and I love you, and I love you, and I love you.
Oh no.
And I love you.
No.
But most of all, I love you. All right.
Do a couple more. I need a sip.
And I love you, and I love you. How's it going? It's good to see you. I've done your podcast before. How you going?
Okay, that'll do. I have 12 minutes. I'm so sorry. No, not you. It's him. I'm apologising to you. He can go fuck himself. So Scott McWhinney takes his job very seriously and was willing to get a little creative and vindictive to protect their brand. So Steve had been selling the infamous Bubble Boy Pez, which had never been released in the US. It was highly sought after. During an interview with Richie Beliski, editor of Pez Collectors News...
Is this another Pez magazine?
Yeah, and Richie was a former cop as well, and it's like, oh boy. So during an interview, the president pulled out a $1,000 Bubble Boy from his pocket. Beliski's jaw hit the floor. I'm going to release Bubble Man into the US, the president announced, effectively squashing the market for Glue's black market Bubble Boys. So now they're not worth anything. You can get them at the shop. Yawn. And that was just the beginning. Steve walked around the Austrian factory as if he owned the place until one visit changed everything. A worker told him, Austrian Pez management have bought the factory. We can't sell to you anymore. Do not come here again. McWhinney ordered factories to destroy all moulds after use to prevent workers from producing extras. So he's saying like, oh, I hate collectors, they're so annoying, and he's really going after them. So Steve and Josh took a step back in 1997 and used middlemen to fulfill their growing orders. Steve focused on strip mining Europe of every relic dispenser, becoming the Indiana Jones of Pez. Would you watch that movie? Very cool. He and Joshua journeyed to Spain, South Africa, and Australia. That's where we're from.
Did they get the Snoopy?
They bought it from a little boy. During their travels, they met a toy broker who handled wholesale Pez orders for Japan, who boasted he could manufacture whatever they wanted. Whatever we want? Pondered Steve. So basically, Steve planned a kooky little range of dispensers that he hoped would drive collectors wild and make him millions. He designed an army of orange snowmen, yellow witches, and black skeleton dispensers. He ordered psychedelic eye dispensers in funky neon colours, glow-in-the-dark ghosts, and a gang of weird Santas. The order involved more than 134,000 Pez dispensers and some 2 tons of plastic at a cost of nearly $500,000.
This is really clever because everyone knows collectibles. The more you flood the market, the more expensive they become. So I think he's clever.
Yeah.
He's just making Pez now.
Yes.
Like, oh, yellow witches, that's what people want.
So he's just trying to make like something that's different, so it'll be a collector's item, but it's different to what Pez sells. So he's just trying to make his own now.
Yeah, but you need to make one of each.
But this is going to cost $500,000.
Okay.
He has $250K, so he borrows $250K.
Right.
I'm starting to wonder
Oh,
who's
no,
that
hang
smart.
on. I just picked up on a in the crowd, and that might be a good instinct. His first 40-foot shipping container arrived in Michigan in April of 1998. The semi-truck driver waited 2 days while the Glue family formed a human chain to unload the cargo into the barn.
I think, much like a Pez dispenser, Glue doesn't have his head on right.
Have you retired on top? It does not get better than that. Good night, London.
Matty boy, clocking out. So Steve's funky coloured dispensers first appeared at the July Pez convention in Cleveland. Their arrival caused a meltdown amongst collectors. And the cover of Pez Collectors News screamed, "Strange dispenser colours." Get a life, you beautiful nerds. Selling for $25 a piece, Steve's knockoff Pez were doing really well.
Oh, great.
So that's July. Until one day in September when Steve went to Pez.com, obviously his favourite website, and saw something awful. There was a new button labelled Misfit Dispensers that popped out. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, Steve says. Pez got hold of my designs and copied every single one of them, and they were selling them cheap. The website openly mocked him. Oops, it read, someone's put the wrong colours into the Pez dispenser machine. We need to find loving homes for these poor misfit dispensers, or they'll end up in the grinder. So then sales of Glue's Pez dispensers stopped dead. He reduced the price from $25 to $15, but then Pez.com dropped its price to $4.95. So they've totally undercut him, but also they absolutely can, because he's stolen Pez designs, so they've just fucked him over. In essence, Pez ordered his economic assassination, says Pez collector David Welch. They're a dramatic bunch. So, sadly, the dream was over. Josh fired the staffers one by one, and when the office was empty, he fired himself.
Straight in the mirror. Well, Josh, it's been a great journey here, but you're fired.
What?
No, fuck you. You can't quit me.
I built this place.
You're nothing without me, Josh.
So they had to sell their Jeeps, their horse trailers, all the flashy purchases they'd made. The bank took Josh's home and left Steve $250,000 in debt. So it's like, he should have just quit while he was ahead. He says, I should have known that Pez would destroy me. Should you have known? I just couldn't get out of my own way. Kathy is more philosophical. She says that the Pez years gave a father and son an adventure. Kathy's
That is nice.
so sweet. She's really nice. And they're probably in like their 70s now. In the documentary, she's talking about meeting Steve, and she was like, it wasn't love at first sight, it was lust at first sight. She's like this, like, she looks like the sweetest, gentlest grandma type lady, and she's like, yeah, it was lust at first sight. Yeah, I don't know, the sex was really good. Still is. And I'm like, Kathy!
Oh, wow.
You're in front of a camera, what are you doing? Anyway, She says Josh's eyes still light up when he recalls racing at 100 miles an hour across Europe's autobahns. Kathy says it brought them together to fight a common enemy.
Pez?
Yeah. Today, Pez price guides refer to glue variations when describing Steve's bootleg dispensers. So he's really made a mark. Jeff Maish ends his article with this. Before I leave Michigan, Steve's tells me he has a secret in the basement. Turns out this is a murder episode.
Yeah.
Strap in, guys, we're only just beginning. It's a cereal box museum. 10 years of work. Captain Crunch eyes peek out from behind endless Count Chocula boxes. We love your culture. I'm collecting the rarest cereal boxes known to man, he boasts. He tells me about a 1981 Kellogg's Banana Frosted Flakes box. The flavour bombed, he says, and consumers felt Tony the Tiger wearing a straw hat was wrong.
That's just wrong.
The box is priceless, Steve says, a wild look in his eyes. He flips off the light. I'll do anything to get it.
Did he have to say that in pure darkness? The light off. I'll do anything to get
How
it.
spooky is that?
And the light back on. Anyway, thanks for the interview.
Anyway, I'll walk you out. Yeah. Did you have a jacket? I'll get your coat for you. Steve's learnt. I was going to say he's learnt nothing. That's not true. He is a very lovable character. I recommend the documentary because it is very wholesome and fun. But that is the really bizarre and very fun tale of Steve Glue, the Pez Bandit.
Yeah! Jess Perkins, everyone!
Thank you so much.
A fantastic report.
What a guy.
And let me just check, do you have Pez in England? Imagine if this politely had gone, yeah. And I'm like, you look like a Pez dispenser. They've got no idea what we're talking about.
Did you get an answer, though?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, great.
Oh, thank goodness.
I should have asked. I should have asked earlier. I should have. That's on me. Thank God. But you are a polite people, so...
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you for just... Yeah. We have no idea what she's talking about, but she looks like she's having fun. That's very sweet. That not only brings us to the end of this show, but the end of our 2024 tour.
We did it, everyone!
Crazy.
Not me, though.
Yeah, true.
Doing a show tomorrow, Who Knew, with Matt Stewart. Just up the road. A few of you coming. Dave's going to be on.
I'll be there.
Jess is having a sleep in. Fair enough, too. She was invited. Whatever. But, yeah, I think there's still some tickets available. And then doing Leicester for the first time. I've never been to that city. A few Leicesterians in. Fantastic. And then back to Edinburgh, which obviously is a pretty good place. So yeah, you can get tickets via do go on pod.com.
Dot what?
I did say that a bit funny. COM.
You didn't say it funny, mate. You said .com.
We should get that.
Do go on pod.com.
Before one of you freaks gets it.
But what else? We unfortunately we do not have a lot of time here, and this is our biggest crowd of not only the tour, I think of all time.
Ever. This is our biggest crowd ever. So give yourself a round of applause for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely amazing. Can't believe it.
Which we appreciate so much. It's been a total thrill, but unfortunately they do have another show coming in. We've only got the place till 4, so we've really, if you want to get some merch and maybe a quick photo, we will have to be rude, like probably Australians and English people aren't used to. We'll do the sort of American style, maybe German-ish kind of, thank you. Yeah. Keep moving, cunt. That sort of stuff. Wait, no, that is pretty English, actually.
Yeah.
That bit, there's 2 types of English, isn't there? There's the hello, sorry. And then there's, all right, you fucking cunt, let's go.
We're going for option 2 tonight. So we'll be the merch is in the back corner if you want to buy. We've got magnets, posters, and 3 sticker packs left. Or there's 3 stickers in a pack. And they're all £5 each. And then we're going to go backstage, freshen up a little bit. And then in about 5 minutes, we'll be also...
Matt's going to have a shower.
Yeah. We'll be up the back. If you want to say hi quickly on your way out, that would be absolutely lovely. But I know it's a little bit self-indulgent. Would you mind if we took a photo with all of you in this lovely venue?
That'd be very cool.
Would it be possible? We've got a fantastic photographer, Liam, here, and we're getting a photo right now.
Would it be possible to get the house lights up?
It's just such a beautiful venue.
Oh my God. So sorry to do that. Oh my God.
It comes up and no one's there.
That is interesting. I was told you were hot, but I didn't know how hot.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
I should stand up.
What is wrong with you? Yeah, we're holding these.
What is wrong with me? No, I don't.
Just give us a sec. Look hot if you want it.
Maybe one with the mic.
Woo, yeah.
We got it.
For Liam,
Thank you so much.
Mike and Paul for looking after us, and Giles who organised this whole tour.
Yeah, thank you to Giles up there. We also have to wrap up the episode a little bit, so we'll do that.
Quickly, can I also thank one of these boxes? I can't see who's where. One of these boxes has Siraj, who's come to all 9 shows.
All 9 shows,
which is incredible.
I think over there, Siraj up there.
What a legend.
That's amazing.
He's with some other people who've been to 7 and 8 shows, and they're not worth mentioning, but... finish the show, Dave.
We'll finish the show, and then, we'll be up the back if you want to say hi or buy some merch. Thank you so much. But one more time for Jess Perkins, everyone. A fantastic report. That's the end of the show. Thank you so much, London. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Later.
You buy a pair of socks, that's 2 socks. You buy a pair of Bombas socks, that's 4 socks. Because one purchased is one donated. Socks are the #1 most requested clothing item in homeless shelters. So when you buy a pair of super comfortable Bombas socks, you're also donating a pair. Bombas customers have powered over 150 million donations. So Bombas would like to thank you 150 million times. But we only have 30 seconds. Go to bombas.com and use code AUDIO for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com and use code AUDIO at checkout.
I'm no tech genius, but I knew if I wanted my business to crush it, I needed a website now. Thankfully, Bluehost made it easy. I customized, optimized, and monetized everything exactly how I wanted with AI. In minutes, my site was up. I couldn't believe it. The search engine tools even helped me get more site visitors. Whatever your passion project is, you can set it up with Bluehost. With their 30-day money-back guarantee, what have you got to lose? Head to bluehost.com to start now.
And we're back in Melbourne.
We got on a plane. We flew across the world. And we're back here and have been for ages.
Yeah, for more than half a year. We're back in Melbourne. That was obviously live in London at the Clapham Grand, the biggest and most beautiful, I don't want to spit on any other venue we've performed at, probably the most beautiful venue we've ever played in.
I don't think any other venues that we have played in would be offended by that if they looked at pictures of the Clapham Grand.
Yes.
They'd be like, oh, come on. Oh, no, that's stunning. It was so cool. It was such a great venue, great audience, perfect way to end a tour. So what was it, November 2024?
Yeah, November, almost maybe early December by that time because it was the last show. So thank you to everyone who came out and said hello after the show, which was beautiful. We had to get out quite quickly because they had another show coming on, but we obviously wanted to say hi to anyone who wanted to. So we stood there and had really quick photos. Yeah, a little speed round.
Yeah, which we love to stop and chat, but at least we got to say hello to everyone.
Which is great. We also got some great photos taken that day by our dear friend Liam, who's taken photos of us over the last couple of tours, and also another fantastic photographer, Paul Gilby.
Yeah.
And, we've got so many great photos of those guys. We haven't had that many excuses to share them. So we're going to keep an eye on the socials. We'll be putting out a few more this week.
Honestly, we'll be insufferable this week.
Yeah, honestly.
Because Those photos are so beautiful and we all look really hot.
Yeah, they really got our best side.
I didn't know I had a good side. They found it.
Mine's front on.
Mine's ever so slightly to the left.
So, yes, thank you very much again to everyone who came to that show or the tour, which was an awesome way to finish, like Jess said.
Yeah.
And we should say that Matt isn't here currently.
No, he's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine.
I mean, you just heard him on the episode. He's fine.
He's fine. He was great. But he's not here right now, and that's okay. Because what we need to do now and what we have the privilege of doing
That's right.
is spending a little bit of time celebrating you, the dear listeners.
That's right. This is your time.
This is your time. Bask in it. Particularly people who support us at patreon.com/dogoonpod, where there's a whole range of levels and rewards you can get for various amounts of dollars. Dave, do you want to explain some of the rewards?
You can get 4 bonus episodes per month, including some we've already put up, include a couple that were live on that tour that we put out as Patreon bonus episodes. Matt did a fantastic one in Berlin that kicked off the whole tour. And there's another one. I can't remember what it was. But it was a lot of fun. And there's over 260 now in the back catalogue of bonus episodes that you get immediately if you are on the bonus episode level or above. So hundreds of hours of extra us in your ears. You can also get ad-free listening. You get to vote on topics.
Yeah.
You get to be part of the Facebook group, which is a lovely corner of the internet. And now every time we do these shows, these tours around, often we organise little chats for people to organise catch-ups before and after the shows.
Yeah, people will go out and grab a drink together, meet each other for the first time, or catch up with people they've met at previous tours and stuff. It's really lovely. It's a nice community.
It's like a whole group of people that, who came to 5+ of those shows in the UK, which is awesome, and they all know each other quite well now, which is great, and we know them too. And also you get to hear about the shows before anyone else and get discount codes.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good rewards there if that's something that interests you, if you would like some extra content or to meet more lovely people in the Facebook group. And one of the other things we do is we spend a little bit of time with people on the Sydney Scheinberg Deluxe package level, where they get to submit a fact, quote, or question, and that has a little jingle that goes a little something like this. Mm-hmm. Fact, quote, or question. I never quite know how I'm going to do it.
That's great. That's the best way to be, because it's a surprise for us too. She always remembers the ding and the sing, other way around.
Whatever.
Etc. This is everyone's favourite section of the show, by
That's
the way.
not here.
Everyone
we don't know
knows
what
that.
we're doing.
But I'm going to do the honours, which Matt Stewart usually does, of reading out the people who are submitted facts, quotes, questions, brags, suggestions, recipes, life advice.
Yep. Can be anything. Oh, some life advice would go well, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a bit of that.
Hey, I heard you talking about this. I reckon you probably need a cream. Thank you. If you're a doctor, that'd be pretty good. Even if you're not a doctor, have a go.
Have a go. I reckon it's fine because I have recently had some skin issues and a friend of mine said, just use glycolic acid, babe. And then I went to see a skincare doctor, a dermatologist, and he said, stop using that glycolic acid. So definitely listen to friends and unqualified people.
I really thought it was going to go the other way where he was going to say, you should use the glycolic acid, and you'd say, I'm already doing that. And then you'd think, I could have saved hundreds of dollars.
So much money.
I should just listen. But it's the opposite.
It's the opposite. He was like, no, don't use that. That's damaging your skin.
He's like, I went to uni for 10 years. I know what I'm talking about.
I think I know what I'm talking about your weird little skin.
So people give themselves a nickname.
Yes,
on
a
this
title.
Level. A title, which is always very, very fun. And our first one comes from, and I should say, like Matt, I haven't read these until I'm reading these for the first time.
But you're a fantastic reader. So I can't foresee any fumbles.
Pressure is on.
Correct.
Our first up comes from Andy Swibes. Okay, Swibesy. But AKA, nickname from Andy Swibes this week is Loon.
Loon.
A bit of a loon.
L-O-O-N?
L-O-O-N.
Love it, okay.
And Loon is giving us a brag.
Ooh, we love a brag.
Okay, here we go. And Swibesy writes, hello! Multiple E's, L's, and O's. Don't have much to report on.
Okay.
My last few FQQs have been tedious, in brackets, probably.
Hey, your words, not ours.
We love them.
We never find you tedious.
So I just thought that I'd share that I found a cool, common Loon shirt that glows in the dark.
What?
Pretty sick. Okay, bye.
That is a good brag. They don't make glow-in-the-dark stuff enough anymore.
Yeah, everything used to glow in the dark in the 90s, didn't it? Or maybe it's just because I was a child. Maybe
Yeah.
kids stuff still does.
A common loon is a bird. Are you also Googling
I'm also
it?
looking it up because I was like, is this a cool band I haven't heard of?
Yeah, or a brand, I don't know. But it's a bird. Glow in the dark. My God, that's so good.
Glow in the dark bird. That's awesome.
Do you think I'm too old to cover my ceiling with glow in the dark stars?
No, I reckon you've hit the age again where it's fun again.
Yeah.
Like if you were like 19, you'd be like, what are you doing?
I have a galaxy lamp that I put on mostly when I'm sad or sick.
Now, I know what a galaxy lamp is. I don't. Tell me what it is.
So it like shoots like I probably have pictures. It makes like it's a oh no.
Is it like a projection sort of thing?
Yes, and it makes the ceiling look like a sort of galaxy, and it moves a little bit. And you can change the colors
Oh
of
my
it,
God.
and you can also put like stars on. So I put that on, and then just like I've got smart lights in my room, so I can change the color and stuff like that. So often when I'm sick, I'll put on the galaxy lamp and that, and I call it my cozy lights.
Can I have a sleepover at your house?
No, I could just get you a galaxy lamp.
Oh my gosh, it sounds so
You can
awesome.
do that at your house. Why would you sleep over at my house?
That's like sounds like someone who doesn't want to have a sleepover. Okay, I won't be asking you again.
I said no. Oh, that sounds like someone who doesn't want to.
That's awesome. Thank you to Swabsy.
Thanks, Wibesy.
next
Congrats
up-
on the sick shirt.
Yeah, that's awesome. Send us a photo. Put it in the Facebook group. We'd love to
Yeah.
see it. Maybe before and after a glow in the dark, or before and during.
Mm-hmm.
Lights on, lights off situation.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a fantastic contributor to the show, Murray Somerville,
Murray.
who some of you might know as one of the greatest artists the world has ever known.
Yes. Yep. I see, I was about to say DiCaprio, Da Vinci. I see Van Gogh. I see Somerville.
Somerville, the three greats.
Yep.
Murray, of course, has done some fantastic drawings of the pod over the years that we've used as both merchandise and fun stuff we put on the Instagram. He's also done the Who Knew It with Matt Stewart logo.
Yeah.
We absolutely love your stuff. And let me just tell you that Murray is maybe putting together a poster right now for another upcoming tour.
Exciting.
So he did the one that was that this show was a part of, the UK Europe tour.
Yeah.
And he's doing a matching one.
Exciting.
I don't want to give away too much, but let me just say
Exciting.
it's his best work yet. And Murray Somerville's nickname this week is Triptych Club Carpet Cleaner.
Oh, thank God.
Has it ever been cleaned?
No, but I do my best with like a bit of a spot clean, but a deep clean would be good actually. Because I think it used to be like a red carpet. It's looking quite brown now.
Oh my gosh. I forgot that it was ever red.
Yeah, it was red.
That's terrifying.
We got to start taking our shoes
Yeah,
off.
so, shoes off policy?
I think we should wipe our feet at the door.
Yeah, let's get a couple of mats.
Yeah, get some doormats for sure.
Mars, thank you so much for keeping the carpet clean.
Thank you,
and
mate.
Murray's giving us a question, which is, do you have a fact or a story about yourself you enjoy bringing up because you know that it will get some sort of reaction?
Ooh.
And I'll give you a bit of thinking time because Murray's done what everyone that we love them to do is answer his own question. He says, for me, I love it when sharks come up in conversation.
Okay.
Because I can pipe up and say, once when I was diving in Botany Bay, I was bitten on the leg by a shark. My winter thick wetsuit took most of the damage. As I rose to the surface in a state of panic, all I could think about was, I think I just pissed in my wetsuit.
So you were warm. That's good.
That's good. You look down, you're like, am I bleeding? Is that warm blood? Oh, it's just piss.
Oh, it's just piss, thank God.
I mean, you got to be in the 1% of the 1% to say you've been bitten by a shark, so that's awesome. And I know the feeling when you're like, oh my God, I get to bring up my story, but I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
anything that fits
Because
that.
I don't do anything interesting because I'm a homebody. So I don't leave the house a lot to have life experiences. Do you know what I mean? Where people go, really? That doesn't really happen very much. That's such a good question. And I'm going to be thinking of things as I drive home and I cannot think of anything right now.
What about, like, can you even think of one when you're a kid in primary school and you're like, I want to tell people this story? My one that if belly buttons ever came up, I used to be like,
Oh, God.
well, when I was born, I had the outie of all outies because I was born with a hernia and I had to have an operation when I was 11 days old to put it back in. And when you look at the photos, it looks like I've got a really, really weird belly button. That's one of when you're a kid, you're like, I love saying this.
You really enjoyed telling people?
Yeah. Like, because I thought it made me interesting.
Yeah, I guess,
when you're 7 or 8, you're like, I've got something that makes me different. To
Yeah,
everyone.
because you've only been on the planet for 7 years.
Yeah.
You haven't climbed Kilimanjaro, have you? I suppose like I broke my collarbone at 18 months old, and because it's always injuries or body stuff at that sort of age. My elbow used to pop out of its socket a lot. Couldn't do whizzy dizzies. Devastating, because whizzy dizzies are so fun, and I still wish that someone was like a giant and could whizzy dizzy me. And if you're not sure what a whizzy dizzy is, figure it out by context.
See, that's something that you could, you're itching to bring up.
Yeah. Elbow used to pop out of its socket. And they used to have to put my arm in a little sling. Just this tiny little 4-year-old walking around looking all sad. I just want a whizzy dizzy.
The other thing I'll say is, like, for any of the adult versions of this, because I think Murray has one that is still impressive when you're an adult.
Oh, so good.
Like, forever.
I mean, I have so many follow-up questions, like what kind of shark?
Yes.
Because if, I don't care. Like, even if it was a tiny little shark and it just kind of nibbled you, I'm still impressed. But if it was like a great white and you lived to tell the tale, that's insane.
Murray, more information.
Please.
And do you have any scars or anything from it?
Can I see?
That's awesome. I feel like anything else on that level, I would have definitely brought up over the last 10 years on this podcast.
Absolutely.
I don't think there's anything else I can that I'm not sitting on a shark level story.
Yeah.
But that's got to be one of the coolest submissions to the hat in a long time.
Yeah, that's so good.
Thank you to Muzz on that one. And finally, I would like to thank this week Tamara Potts. And,
Potsy.
And Potsy's given themselves the nickname Queen of Winter Sniffles.
Oh, somebody's got to be the queen.
That's right. Bit going around at the moment. And the Queen of Winter Sniffles, Tamara Potts, has given us a question.
Okay.
That was, if you were to open a shop together, what would it sell and what would you name it?
Okay, obviously we're selling books.
You want a bookshop?
Yeah, I fucking love bookshops.
Yeah, I'd love to open a quaint little bookshop.
Quaint little bookshop, are you kidding me? Dave, can we have, because Matt's not here, so I'm guessing if Matt was here, we would also, because okay.
This is so exciting.
Okay, so like Borders back in the day, but going to be way more cozy, books and coffee.
Oh, do you reckon that I could have a little pie warmer? Like only a dozen on the boil.
Yeah, cute.
Quote unquote at the time.
Yep.
At any one time.
Yeah.
And
we don't have a full kitchen, but we could do pies and we got some really cute little pastries and cakes and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Anything that in a cabinet, we don't, like you say, we don't need actual cooking utensils.
But they're very nice, and you can come in, you have a coffee and a little bit of cake and you read a book.
Yeah.
But then maybe at night, it's like a bar/bookstore. So we're open like Thursday and Friday nights, maybe Saturday nights as well.
And would have a little stage for like a podcasty, like, I don't know, live poetry or something.
Or somebody like just with an acoustic guitar and a bit of music.
So we do small shows.
Yes, little bookshop, and it's got like really comfy chairs everywhere. And plants. Lots of plants.
And you can buy some of the plants too.
Yes, and cute little pots. And they're not too expensive. Sometimes pots that are really cute are really expensive.
Yeah,
and I go, I can't justify that, but that's so cute.
Yeah, no, we keep it reasonable.
We're reasonable.
And what about for a name?
Do Read On.
Oh, that's actually really good. Do Read On is actually a really nice name for a bookshop.
Is it?
I think so.
It was just first idea, I'm open to suggestions.
Here's one from Tamara, who's also answered the question, which I love. Tamara's suggestion for you is a brewery called Brew Go On.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's better.
That's really good.
Oh my God, Brew Go On works for coffee and tea as well. It's called Brew Go On.
And we still do books though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, that's actually awesome.
That's really cute.
But does it do beers as well? Because Matt would love that.
At night when it's a bar.
Oh yeah, Matt's in charge of all the beers.
Yeah, and I'll do coffee because I love coffee.
Well, maybe we have
I'll make you a matcha.
We only need like two beer taps at any one time, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's not huge, but like Matt's in charge of like, there'll be one regular one and then some sort of obscure American beer or something.
Yeah, but it's just a cool vibe and people come in for like a drink and coffee and read a book and...
Should we do this?
Yeah, bookstores, they do really well.
But it's not just a bookstore. It's a coffee shop. It's a pie hut.
And you make a lot of money on coffee as well.
Pies.
We might need more pies.
Oh, all right, more than 12 at any one time.
So cute.
Man, this would be so great.
I got really excited about that bookstore. I love bookstores.
Me too. Where should we open it?
Somewhere cool, I reckon. Fitzroy.
Yeah.
You want it to be somewhere where like people could stop in for a drink and it's just a nice chill vibe.
Chill vibe. I mean, do we need to go further north as everything's expanding up High Street, up Northcote or
Yeah.
Thornbury, Preston sort of thing?
Yeah, we could do that.
Rent would probably be a little bit cheaper than Fitzroy. And we should live above the shop. My dream.
Oh my God. All of us though?
Yes. Oh my God.
But typically those apartments, it's like a small apartment, maybe a one-bedder.
We just realised-
That would have worked 10 years ago, but
no.
unfortunately our lives have moved on.
No, but oh man, I've just realised that we're just doing black books. I'm Bernard Black.
I'm Fran.
You're Fran.
Matt's
And
Manny.
Matt is Manny. The mysterious aloof. Very funny. Long hair, beard. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
My dream. I'm the cantankerous owner.
Okay, you can live above the bookshop?
Yes!
Or maybe we just have like a cute little office/podcast studio up there.
Oh my gosh.
So we're always around.
Yeah.
Because I go to a, I don't want to dox myself actually of where I go. Never mind.
Can you be vague about it?
No, I go to a nail salon that's also a bar.
Oh, okay.
So you can have a cocktail while you get your nails done. And it's just a very nice experience. I don't have a cocktail, but I
But
do.
you could. You love the idea. You could.
I usually go at 10 a.m. and I have a coffee and I get my
that's good
nails
that
done.
you do
It's
that
very
too,
nice.
yeah.
Oh, no, now I've told the time as well.
Oh no. How many of these places are open at 10 a.m.?
A few. Anyway, so, that's the kind of vibe we go with the bar of like, yeah, other bookstores exist. Yes, other bars exist. Yes, other coffee shops exist. We've just curated a nice vibe, a nice experience.
Love that. All right. That's it. I'm getting a Kickstarter going. We're going to open this.
Brew, go on.
Brew, go on. Tamara Potts, you really are the queen of winter sniffles.
You've
Because
nailed
when
that.
you've got sniffles, this is something you want to talk about something fun and
You've really
joyous.
inspired us. I
Yeah.
got so excited.
Me too. I actually think that's a great idea.
Should there be a cat that lives at the shop too? I don't even like cats.
I mean, I know that, I'm more of a dog person, admittedly, but I love it.
Well, it couldn't be my dog.
No.
He's too excited. You need a dog that's just like old and is so used to the shop that it just sleeps in a corner.
Yeah, looks up and goes, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, a cat's probably a better idea.
Yeah.
Little black cat.
With big green eyes.
Oh, yeah.
So cute.
All right.
We put a little like, you know how you can get like cat beds that sort of stick to windows and stuff? We put one of those in the window and the
that's
cat just
great.
sleeps in the window.
And then we do merch and the t-shirts with the picture of the cat. So Brew, go on.
Tote bags,
Tote bag with a cat.
little stickers, pins, little stickers you can put on your Kindle.
And what do we call the cat? Bruno.
You are so good. Let's do this.
I'm actually so excited by this. Is that insane?
Yes. It's a bad business move, but
Is it?
I think
feel
so.
like it could be huge.
All right, start doing some research into bookshops and cafes and we'll see what you think.
Yeah, it's so funny because I've never worked retail or in a cafe environment. It's so good. But I'm like, how hard could it be?
I mean, a bookstore that has been in the Melbourne CBD for over 100 years just had to close the other week.
Really?
Yes.
Should we take it over? They're probably just retired.
CBD's pretty good.
Maybe they thought, we're making too much money.
Everyone's buying books full price, they said. They said Amazon schmamazon.
Oh, man, it's just so exciting. Thursday night's open mic night. Friday night, we do a live pod.
No.
Well, not but we have like a rotating
No
thing.
one's going to that. Who goes to live podcasts?
Yeah, you're right. Certainly not 700 people in London. That would be insane. Well, thank you for the inspiration there, Tamara Potts, and thank you to Murray Somerville and Andy Swibes. The next thing we like to do is shout out a few people, and in doing so, we give a little reference to the episode, which, casting our minds back, was about Pez.
Yes, it was about a man smuggling Pez dispensers into the US. So I was thinking, what are they smuggling?
Okay.
But let's keep it away from drugs and,
Right, yeah. So
properly
something a bit
illegal
more-
things.
Okay, nothing actually illegal. Okay, I love it. So we're going to go one for one here.
I
So we
reckon.
usually like to shout out about 9 people in an episode. These people have signed up on the shout out level or above over the last sort of 6 months-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, I would like to thank from Ithaca in New York State, thank you to Groove-tastic.
Oh, Groove-tastic. Well, they have allegedly been smuggling in coffee beans.
Coffee beans.
Yeah, but like
really?
it's not so much the beans that's a problem, it's the quantity.
Are we talking like 3?
3 beans.
3 beans.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? Why are you smuggling in 3 beans? Like, customs
You
would
can't-
have questions. They'd
Customs
say,
are like,
what are you going to do with this?
What's going on here?
I've got questions. Like,
Yeah.
If you've only got 3 beans, why?
They're like, I just felt like 3 cups of coffee. Yeah, no, you need way more beans than that.
I've never had coffee before.
I thought I'd try it, but I thought start small.
I don't want to overcommit.
What if I don't like it? And I've got a whole bag.
I go, okay, you're hiding
All
something
right.
else.
So thank you, Groove-tastic.
Thank you, Groove-tastic.
Next up, from Tacoma, Washington, Dan Boer.
Dan Boer. I was saying Boer. Dan Boer has been busted trying to smuggle in a really nice butter chicken.
Ooh.
A lovely curry, but you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to bring meat in.
No, true.
But Dan's there going, whoa, 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 whoa. This is like my mum's.
It's a really nice butter chicken.
This is my mum's specialty. I wanted to have this on my holiday, bring it into Australia, but the customs have said absolutely not.
Can I tell you a quick story?
I'd love to.
So every time so there was an Indian takeaway place fairly close to my in-laws, and every time he was in Sydney, my partner would go and get a butter chicken because he loved their butter chicken specifically. And to the point where sometimes he would call to place an order and he'd say the order and they'd go, Aiden?
Really? And he didn't even live there anymore?
No. He visited every few months. And they're like, Aiden, is that you? And he's like, yes, it's me. And like they delighted in seeing him.
And the best part about that is butter chicken, that's got to be the most common order in many Indian restaurants.
How did they know it was Aiden?
It's not super specific.
Yeah.
Aiden,
is that you? And so he would always go and get butter chicken to the point where one time they said, we can like give you some frozen ones and like and package it all up so you could take it back to Melbourne with you. And he was really tempted by that. And I was like, no, don't do that. And then a couple of years ago, they suddenly closed. And he was like, surely they've just moved. Surely.
No.
He goes on their website and there's a thing saying that they're closing down. Thanks so much for – and you could leave a little like a comment or something. Or like contact them, and he contacted them and was like, I'm so sad. This was the highlight of my visiting Sydney. Honestly, it was so funny.
Oh no, but that's devastating that he can no longer.
Can't get his favourite butter chicken.
That happened to my favourite fish and chip shop. They just disappeared into the night one day.
Oh, devastating.
The best batter. Oh gosh, but I love that Dan Boer has tried to pull an Aiden in real life. He's actually,
just the fact they're like, oh, we sell frozen ones so people can take them home and put them in their freezer and whatever. And they're like, you could take those on the plane or something. I'm like, you're not putting that in the suitcase we're sharing on this particular trip because we didn't need much, so we just no. I'm not having all of my undies smell like butter chicken.
Yeah. That would need to be like in a lead seal container.
It was not going to end well. Anyway, sorry for derailing, but bit of fun.
Love that. I would like to thank from Edinburgh in Scotland, a beautiful city that we know and love.
Love it.
I'm going to have a great go at your name here. Wurundjeri Primrose.
That cannot be.
Wurundjeri?
That can't be right.
Wurundjeri. I'm so sorry that I'm not giving this the justice it deserves. It's a beautiful looking name.
Yeah.
Ruaidri.
Hang on, we've got our friend Julian. Oh, it's an ad first. Hang on.
Okay, no worries. And the I's got a little accent on it.
I think it could be.
Oh, it's a Gaelic origin name.
Yeah.
Google comes up. Rory is a
Exactly.
given name of Gaelic origin. It's the Anglicisation.
Looking at how to pronounce these names, as well as how to say more interesting but often confusing Irish names that many get wrong. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel if you enjoy learning about those. Now, in certain parts of Ireland, it is said as
Get to the point, Julian.
Hang on.
Rory.
Rory.
Now, in English, this is generally said as Rory. Rory.
You've said the same thing there twice.
Rory. Love it.
Beautiful.
Rory Primrose.
Yeah.
From Edinburgh, Scotland.
Rory was found, I hope we're saying that correctly, please let us know if we're not. Rory was found trying to smuggle in little Scotty dogs. Heaps of them.
How many?
Truckload.
A truckload of Scotty dogs. That would be the cutest
Lost
thing.
count at about 400. No, it was the best day ever.
I mean, hopefully they're only in there for, under an hour.
Oh, they all had a bed.
Okay, good. It's full 4-star, 5-star service.
5-star. They were having a fantastic time. Yapping away, having a beautiful time, those little Scotty dogs.
That's great. I love those dogs so much.
So cute. Next up from Annapolis in Maryland in the US, it's John.
John. Our surname possibly starting with an M if we're looking at your email.
Or maybe a P.
That's true, actually. I can see it's a dot and then another couple of letters, which indicates maybe that, you're doing... Oh, actually, it's...
Jesus Christ.
I can't say what I was going to say without giving it away.
Exactly.
But John, know that we love you. Even though you've been caught smuggling in pineapples.
What? for? What for?
You want to make a pina colada.
Delicious.
But it was like dozens of pineapples.
Right, dozens.
John was thirsty. This is what he's telling people who's busted him.
He must have been in Thailand and been like, this pineapple just hits different.
Oh, the pineapple.
It really does.
They froth it up so well, don't they?
So good.
The way they blend it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Delicious.
Ice cold.
Yeah.
You can't get that anywhere
He's trying to
else.
make Dole Whip.
Yeah.
Delicious.
God, the way you've described that, I really want to try it.
Mate, it's like one of my life's goals is to eat Dole Whip again.
Let's make it happen.
I don't have a lot going on.
So thanks, John.
Thank you, John. That was me. So now it's your turn.
I would like to thank from Edge Hill, Queensland. It's Tegan.
Tegan.
Also surname possibly starting with P.
Tegan has been accused
Oh no,
of
Jacques.
smuggling in thousands of misprinted key rings.
Okay, what are they meant to say and what do they
They're meant to say Chanel. They
Yeah.
say Channel. But Tegan is hoping that enough people don't look close
And
enough.
people go, oh my God, $5? Yeah,
Yeah, for a key
for a
ring.
Chanel.
I'd love a Chanel key
You
ring.
know, you actually can buy a Chanel keyring because my wife was joking about buying a Chanel handbag. Like saying that I should buy that for her birthday, even though they start at $10,000 or something.
And what, your wife isn't worth that to you? You're a real piece of
absolutely
work.
not.
Dave. Absolutely not. She isn't.
I know, I'm still saving up day by day. I'm going to get there by the time she hits 80. But I jokingly said, I can afford to buy you a Chanel keyring. And then I looked it up and they are actually for sale. And they're like, but they're still like $300.
For a key ring?
Yes. For legit.
Well, that's why $5 is a good deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
How closely is your wife going to look at it?
So, she's not going to look at it. And she was like, I know you think it's funny, but don't buy me a Chanel keyring. Like, it's not worth the joke. I'm like, no, I'm going to get you a Chanel keyring.
Just like she's going to get you a dash cam.
Yeah, any day now. Any day now. So good.
Thank you, Tegan.
Thanks,
Hey,
Tegan.
good luck. Next up, I'd love to thank from Kilmore in Victoria, Sean McCauley.
Oh, Kilmore out in the country there. Sean has been busted trying to smuggle in. Oh, what about this? Oh, moths.
Oh, no.
Bags of moths.
I hate moths
Yeah,
so much.
people hate moths.
I'm scared of them.
But, you know, like animals love eating them.
They're just so like...
Yeah, they're really not very nice.
I don't like them. They're unpredictable. It's going that way. Suddenly it's in my face.
But they're just a bit dusty looking, aren't they?
Ugh.
Like a dusty butterfly. But
I don't like them.
yeah, Sean's been smuggling in bag after bag of moths.
Wow. Okay.
And
Sean, that's weird.
it's weird, Sean. But hey, everyone's got to have a hobby. You go into Sean's house, it's full of moths.
Are they alive moths?
Yeah, they're flying around. It's all very humane.
No, I don't like that.
Having a good
I
time.
don't like that.
Sean's like, yeah, I've got some housemates, about 2,000 of them, and they're all moths.
I'm never lonely. Thank you, Sean.
Next
You
up,
sicko.
yeah, sick, good on you. From Calgary, over in Canada, thank you to Nick Deck.
Nick Deck.
Nick Deck.
Or as a Kiwi would say, Nook Dick.
Nook Duck.
Nook Duck. And I'm sure everyone from New Zealand loved
I
that.
love that. And everyone from Canada equally loved it.
Also enjoyed it. Nick was actually found. I mean, it's funny that he's Canadian because Nick was found smuggling in maple syrup.
Really?
Yeah, because Nick visited Australia and maple syrup is just not the same as home. You know, it's not authentic stuff. So then Nick was like, I've got to get the people of Australia decent maple syrup. They need to taste the difference and then they'll never go back. And this is going to be good for my country because
It's
then
true.
people are going to, like, the export of maple syrup will only grow.
Yep.
So yeah, Nick was sort of single-handedly trying to change Australia.
Slightly smaller than last time's maple syrup heist sort of style.
Yeah, slightly smaller than that, but not far off.
Yeah, not far off. Pretty good. Hey, second's pretty good, Nick. Knock.
Nook. Sorry about that. From Springfield in MO.
Oh, don't tell me it's Missouri.
Montana. No, Missouri.
It's Missouri.
Springfield, it's Cynthia Mixer.
Cynthia Mixer.
What a fantastic name.
Yeah, that's really works really well together, doesn't it? Cynthia
I
Mixer
like that a lot.
has been busted trying to smuggle in hundreds of lipsticks.
Oh, what kind of, what brand of lipstick?
L'Oreal.
Oh, L'Oreal lipsticks?
Yeah, deep red.
Whoa, just one shade.
Just, yeah.
Okay.
Cynthia was like, I'll open a shop, a lipstick shop. People walk in and go, all right, what shades you got? Red.
Deep red.
What else do you need?
What other lipstick would you
Yeah,
need?
Cynthia's like, looks good on me.
This is my preferred colour. What do you mean you want a pink?
I want a lighter one.
A corally red? Why?
What?
We're like,
Just get deep red.
It just goes more with my season, my colouring.
No, you'll have this.
Makes my eyes pop.
You get what you get. And you
That
don't get
deep
upset.
red really washes me out.
So Cynthia's really got now. Cynthia's like, I got to break back into L'Oreal and smuggle in a few different colours.
Yeah, you need a few more shades, babe. I think, yeah. But, we're all learning in business, as Dave will learn that our bookshop/cafe is not doing well.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Okay.
I mean, making $1 billion in the first year, is that pretty good? That's my aim. And how did you get on the Forbes rich list? I opened a bookshop/cafe.
We do podcasting as well. Does it sound tedious? I know. Somehow people come.
Yeah, I do it because I do it for the money. Do it for the money.
We're dead British.
No way. Finally, I'd like to thank, from South Melbourne, closer to home, thank you to Phil Buick.
Phil Buick. What a name. And Phil was found to be smuggling overseas dim sims.
Wow. Is this from the South Melbourne market?
Yeah.
I mean, they're famously good.
They're famously very good. And it's sort of similar to Nick and wanting to bring better maple syrup to the world. Phil was kind of like, I've had dim sims elsewhere and they fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Compared to these, other people, they're eating dim sims going, ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy. And they don't know what they're missing
They
out
know
on.
what they're doing. And I must say, if you're not familiar with the dim sim, it's popular in Australia.
Yes.
Lovely, either steamed or fried snack that you might get at a fish and chip shop.
I don't think I've ever eaten a dim sim.
I think every time I think I'm going to like it, and then it's disappointing. But people love them.
Yeah.
My dad always loved a couple of dimmies.
What's in them? One of those kind of.
Yeah, it's like sort of, I mean, for people, it's kind of like a spring roll sort of filling kind of thing.
Is it? Okay.
I'm looking it up. There's a wiki page. Dim sim,
course.
Chinese-inspired meat and vegetable dumpling-style snack food, popular in Australia, lesser extent New Zealand. Popularised in the 1940s, I didn't know this, by William Chen and Wing Young, a Chinese... Sorry, that's his full name. It's on two separate lines. William Chen Wing Young, a Chinese immigrant in Melbourne, who originally came from Guangdong, father of celebrity chef, author and TV personality, Elizabeth Chong.
Okay, we've lost Dave to a
Sorry, no.
Wikipedia rabbit hole.
Wow, Elizabeth Chong, who's 94 years old.
And that's what Phil was trying to take to the world.
And Phil, it does say here, main ingredients, meat and cabbage.
Delicious.
I reckon you should just swap it with Canada for a bit of maple syrup.
Oh, yeah.
Bit of a trade.
Just do a trade. That's nice.
Yeah.
We try each other's delicacies.
Love it.
Thank you so much to Phil, Cynthia, Nick, Sean, Tegan, John, Rory, did we decide on that
Yes.
pronunciation? Dan and Groove-tastic. I guess that's kind of all we have to do because this week we do not have any inductees into the Triptych Club.
Oh, we can all take 5, relax. The people that are already in there, this is a hall of fame for people that have been supporting the show for 3 consecutive years or above, or longer, I should say. And, yeah, I mean, they're already in there. They're enjoying music, food.
Yeah. Plenty of really, really hot drinks.
You're never going to believe the musical artists I've booked this week.
What?
I mean, it's actually unbelievable because
Okay.
I've booked, I'm just checking now the email. Yep, they've confirmed. Australian hip hop artist Pez.
No way.
Pez is here.
We got Pez?
We got Pez.
Oh, that rules. We've been trying to get Pez for ages.
I know, and then Pez said, I'll be there on the Pez episode. And I said, no, you won't. And he called my bluff. He's here.
Good for you, Pez.
Thanks, Pez.
So that's exciting. But that, I guess, then brings us to the end of the show. What do I want to tell you? Oh, yeah. I love you.
Hey, I love you too.
Thank you. No, I was talking to the audience.
Oh, damn it.
Thank you once again to everybody who came, not only to the London show, but, especially to the London show because we've just reheard that, relived that magic, but who came to that whole UK, Ireland and Berlin tour. We had such an amazing time. If you would like to suggest a topic, you can. There's a link in the show notes and it's also on our website, which is dogoonpod.com. And you can follow us on socials, Do Go On Pod or Do Go On Podcast on TikTok. DW, boo this baby home.
Hey, we'll be back next week with another episode. Can you believe it? But until then, thank you so much for listening and goodbye.
Laters. Bye.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Hi, I'm Debbie Millman, and I host a podcast called Design Matters from the TED Audio Collective. Every episode, I have conversations with designers, writers, artists, and other luminaries of contemporary thought. People like Roman Mars, Ai Weiwei, Ethan Hawke, and Ashley Ford. We not only talk about their crafts, but how they design the arc of their lives, what they've learned, what obstacles they've overcome and how they've done it, and how they see the world. Join us for an inquiry into the broader world of creative culture. Find and follow Design Matters with Debbie Millman wherever you're listening to this.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
Listen to this Acast show ad-free on Amazon Music with your Prime membership, or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Don't forget to sign up to our tour mailing list so we know where in the world you are and we can come and tell you when we're coming there.
Wherever we go, we always hear 6 months later, oh, you should come to Manchester. We were just in Manchester.
We were just there, but this way you'll never miss out. And don't forget to sign up, go to our Instagram, click our link tree. Very, very easy.
It means we know to come to you, and you'll also know that we're coming to you.
Yeah, we'll come to you, you come to us. Very good.
And we give you a spam-free guarantee.